We're going to be covering one of the greatest RPGs to date. Bowser's Inside Story has a lot to offer, whether it's the vibrant visuals or the killer soundtrack. This game has it all. We're going to be grading this game based on 5 categories. Storyline, the overall story of the game and how the plot connects. The battle system, overall fighting gameplay and mechanics. Music, how much we enjoyed the soundtracks and how memorable they are. World area, the map itself and the different ways of exploration. And finally, bonus content. Basically different options outside the base game, such as different options and settings. I won't be doing this alone, however. A very special blue Luigi will be joining me.
Yo, 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 it is me to the fuck-o, otherwise known as Luigi Channel 50, and I will be in this Bowser today. Suck!
And with that out of the way, let's jump into this.
Hi, Bowser.
What the fuck? Isaac?
Yeah, it's me.
Oh fuck, Isaac, we're in the balls!
That's not how the anatomy works.
Bowser's Inside Story opens up when an unknown disease known as the Blorbs strikes the Mushroom Kingdom, which causes its members, more directly Toads, to inflate larger in size, thus making them unable to move. The disease was caused by a mischievously crafted item known as the Blorb Mushroom, which was set up by a complete stranger who was later revealed to be Fawful. Foofy! During a meeting about the newfound virus, Bowser decides to invade the castle. He storms in very angry as the Blorbs were apparently affecting his side of the kingdom as well. Mario ends up battling Bowser, in which he defeats him. No surprise there. It's like how Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson had it in his contract that he wasn't allowed to lose a fight scene. Bowser then retreats after a scrap with Mario, where he encounters a mysterious person, Fawful, who offers him a lucky shroom, or the vacuum shroom, claiming that it would ensure his victory against the Mario Bros. Whenever they come into conflict again. Bowser willingly eats the mushroom and heads back to Peach's castle to rematch the Mario Brothers. This lucky shroom grants him the ability to start sucking. Everyone, including the Mario Bros. Mario and Luigi are then thrown into the deep depths of Bowser's stomach, and now have to find a way to escape in order to save the Mushroom Kingdom.
Really unique setup here. This is one of the best narrative premises for a Mario game I've ever seen, only falling short to Super Paper Mario, and is definitely a strong suit of this game, and, well, the whole Mario and Luigi franchise, really. The sheer fucking concept of turning Vor into a Mario game was crazy enough, but it working out this well just shows the brilliance of Alpha Dream here. Taking a previous villain from the same series and upgrading him to the full-blown main villain role after foreshadowing it in the previous game was genius. And it shows Alpha Dream had planned this out for a while. It played out in the long run too, as Fawful is widely renowned as one of the best Mario villains of all time, despite only appearing in this series. And I'd be inclined to agree as well. I love the characterization of Bowser here the most, and how they write him as this lumbering dumbass who has to rely on Starlo talking to him from inside his fucking stomach to get anything done. My man's is punch first, ask questions later, and this is easily my favorite portrayal of his character. Some other characters I really like here are Midbus, Fawful's big, scary, and pink chief minion who serves to be the secondary antagonist, beat the shit out of Bowser at the beginning of the game, and end up cryogenically frozen for 18 billion years at the end of the game. You know, I was actually banking on this guy returning in a later game in the series back as a kid. I mean, he didn't, but maybe Alpha Dream can still make it happen. Oh, no, yeah, looks like he's just straight dead. This game also gave us Starlo the Star Sprite, who would rightfully get to stick around for the rest of the series. That's right, fuck you, Stuffwell. And of course, you cannot forget the man's Brock Monsieur.
Quitchy Richards! Inside Story has some really great visuals and a cool aesthetic as well, whether it's the charming high-quality picture or the cool action-packed cutscenes. This game definitely has a lot to offer in this regard, and the game's look still holds up over a decade later. The charming character interactions in this game are outstanding. Mario and Luigi have great chemistry, and Mario is actually given a personality in this game. Luigi takes on his more clumsy and goofier role, which I really enjoyed in this. Bowser's new angle is done really well here too, and seeing him develop throughout the game is really interesting. We also get to see both sides' point of view, which is something that a lot of Mario titles aren't well known for doing. It really brings this game together and adds a completely unique feel to this grand RPG. The storyline is amazing, everything is put together well, and I think the Mario and Luigi games best demonstrate that with this title. The story has loads of originality and managed to create a very charming plot, while remaining as unique as possible, which is why I'll be rating the storyline a very high score of 10 out of 10. This game easily has my favorite story out of the entire Mario franchise. Damn it, Isaac, how are we ever gonna get out of the balls?
By doing a cartwheel, of course.
Huh? So, where are we now?
The arteries, of course. And unlike Luigi Channel 50, his seem to be functioning just fine.
I don't know how we went from the balls to the arteries, but he's a lizard, so I'm not gonna question it.
Science!
Yeah.
Alrighty, if we were a Bowser, where would we get out of our body?
Motherfucker, what?
I'm just saying, we gotta find a way out of this lizard. So, if you were in your stomach, where would you go?
The vulva. Alright, fine, the uvula. Ugh, yeah. Ugh, whew, yeah. The battle system, not only in Inside Story, but the previous two games as well, is incredible. Easily my favorite RPG fight mechanics out there, and even topping the likes of Pokemon. Mario and Luigi have a cool set of rhythmic fighting patterns that can be really fun to master. Bowser being a playable character also adds to the fundamentals and gives you a completely different moveset, one that specializes in punching and breathing fire. Bowser can also suck enemies in battle as well as their defenses. The three characters we're given, being Mario, Luigi, and Bowser, all have a unique set of special attacks. The Mario brothers unlock abilities by finding different attack pieces, while Bowser gains new abilities from saving his caged-up minions, or blitties. The game has a set of ranks you earn while leveling up throughout, as shown here on screen. But the real set of material has to be the item selection. There's loads of different gimmicky items within the game, loads of which are for similar categories. I already went over the new mushroom that allows Bowser to suck anything in his path. But there's also the regular set of toys, such as the Mario Bros. Hammers, which are used frequently throughout the game, and function really well for what they're worth. They pretty much structure the overall rhythm of the entire battle. There's also a number of keys which are used to unlock different floors of Peach's castle, and loads of different mushrooms and healing items, which really come in handy, especially later in the game.
Alright, you sluts, listen up.
This is the RPG for people who aren't fans of RPGs. The simple yet addictive turn-based combat of attack, dodge, is mastered. Leveling up the bros and making them masters in set categories of the skill tree adds great variety between the two. But the star of the show here is absolutely Bowser. The nice slow wind-up attacks leading to the meaty slam of the impact has to be the most satisfying moveset in the whole series. There aren't many playable Bowsers at all in the Mario series outside of Odyssey to an extent, and well, you know.
Sports! 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 Sports!
So yeah, this is easily the best playable iteration of this character, and is exactly what you'd expect from Bowser in this format. He really packs a punch.
I get it.
Shut up. The vast variety of things at your disposal to rain hell on your enemies is whack. From Bowser pulling a horde of enemies out of somewhere, or Luigi slamming them down with DeviantArt, every special move accumulates to some of the most satisfying hits imaginable. Bro, like listen to this.
Overall, the battle system, items, and general mechanics work extremely well throughout different battles, and are easily my favorite in terms of performance. So I'll also be giving the battle system a perfect 10 out of 10 as well. You see, if we just do a few rope swings off this worm-looking thing, Bowser should cough and we'd be out in no time.
Whoa, 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 Corson. I'm the expert here, and I say that is a bad idea.
But the mouth is right there. I can see the outside world.
Corson. That'd be too easy. We need watch time, don't we? I say, we bite this shit off.
Maybe we could walk?
That's fucking stupid, Ben.
Fuck!
These motherfuckers absolutely cooked on the soundtrack. This is easily one of, if not the most memorable Mario, and by extension, gaming soundtracks to boot. Nah, seriously, bro, every soundtrack here is still fire. Every single track fits the setting or moment, and the fact that all the environmental tracks have inside Bowser variations on top of the regular variations is insane. Even Toad Town, like, it's mad. Some standout tracks are, of course, the battle themes, Okie Dokie, Showtime, and Tough Guy Alert. Bro, absolutely iconic. And some of the chill tracks like Dimble Woods and the title screen music are really good as well. And of course, there's In the Final, the best final boss theme in Mario history, to accompany the best final boss in Mario history. Like, all gloves are off when this banger comes on. I would call this the perfect soundtrack. No misses, just straight fire throughout. And it's one of the best functioning soundtracks for YouTube background music. If you've watched any Nintendo YouTuber ever, that'll be apparent. But yeah, this and Super Paper Mario are easily the best Mario soundtracks of all time. 10 out of 10 without a doubt.
Anime penis, anime penis.
Well, there goes that idea.
It was your idea.
Oh hey Corson, didn't see you there. You just caught me floating down with my umbrella.
How did you get that?
Get what?
The fucking umbrella?
Umbrella? You want drugs or something?
Fuck, Isaac, we need to think here. Like, we actually need to use our heads.
Or rather, his head.
Oh, I know what you mean.
Let's go to the kneecaps. Okay, there's gotta be some fucking clue inside the mind.
For as long as a current timeline remains. For as long as a current timeline remains.
For as long as the current timeline remains.
I got nothing.
Alright, let's plug into the mainframe.
More like the brain frame. Isaac? Isaac, it wasn't that fun.
Oh my god, shut up, shut the fuck up. My fault.
Time for Charlie, who likes Charlie, we like Charlie, everybody.
Isaac, what are you doing? Switch it to another memory.
I can't. There's nothing else in his mind.
This is the only thing in his mind?
Yeah, like, this is the only thought he's ever thunk in his life.
Charlie and Friends was filmed in front of a live audience.
Huh.
Well, that didn't explain jack shit. Let's go to the kneecaps.
That's right, bitches, the kneecaps! Yeah! Holy fucking shit, I'm in the friggin' diggity ding dong kneecaps, brother! Whoa!
Woo. Get me out of this fucking lizard!
This game offers some really good exploration, all things considered, with the major areas being the overworld and inside Bowser. So I'm going to try to rank these in two separate ways and add them together, to give the overall area of the game a score. Let's start with the overworld. This area offers loads of different Easter eggs throughout the game. Even little things like the blorb staying in the back are really cool touches. Most of the land takes on a grassy field approach, but the separate places within there usually add enough to make each part feel different. Now, there are very minor glitches in here that aren't very common to come across, but they are still inherent. I won't be knocking off a lot for these because they're very minor issues at best. I just figured they need mentioning.
Let's go!
Okie dokie.
Playing as Bowser in the overworld is definitely really fun, and there are loads to discover. So everything considered, the overworld can receive a 7 out of 10. Now we have Inside Bowser, which right off the bat is a much stronger location. The original scenery taking place inside the lizardy Koopa-style body of King Bowser gives way cooler visuals and a much more refreshing look compared to the simple grass fields. Exploring Bowser using an anatomy analysis
He said it! He said it!
will give a much cooler idea of the map entirely. You start off in the trash pit, when the brothers are first inhaled, then make their way to the Funny Bone, where they meet Starlow, a character who I actually quite enjoyed in this game. You then come across Toad Square, mainly consisting of shops, Challenge Node, which is an optional area within Bowser's Spleen, the Arms Center, which is pretty self-explanatory, Pump Works, usually filled with water after Bowser drinks from the fountain, Flame Pipe, located within Bowser's lungs where his fire breathing stems from, the Gut Check, Nerve Cluster, and Rump Command, which should all be pretty self-explanatory as well. Yeah, it's his ass. The Flab Zone is the fat within Bowser's body when he consumes too much food. You then make your way through Bowser's Pipe Yard, Windpipe, I think? Not his cock, don't worry. Leg Outpost, and Nose Deck, which are mainly the roots of the second half of the game. The Energy Hold is the largest area, and these things are the most nostalgic for me personally. No idea why, I just remember these weird white fluids inside. Alright, okay, that sounds bad. But yeah, for some reason these little pits are engraved into my memory. Like, those of all things were what stuck out to me the most. Just my brain, I guess. Joint Tower, Memory Banks, Lumber Nuke, and Chess Station. Haha.
Bowser's titties.
Are the next connected sets, which bring you to the final area, the Airway, located in Bowser's lungs and trachea, that contains all of Bowser's DNA, and the final location before you're set free. Inside Bowser will be receiving a higher score of 9 out of 10. Which brings the overall area rankings to meet in the middle with a solid score for the world area being 8 out of 10.
Hey guys, do you mind if I join?
Die!
Ah! Oh! Ah! Oh my god! Ah! Ah!
Blood-curdling ass screams.
Oh my god! Fuck! Ah! Ah!
Okay, so I'm starting to think we might be fucked.
Welp, we better start laying pipe.
Alright, take your clothes off.
No, like, in the pipe yard, you know? The place that, like, leads you outside of Bowser. Alright, here goes something.
I gotta get out of here.
Oh, yeah, I met. What? Oh, fuck, it leads to Baltimore.
You getting mugged, kid.
Yeah, take it.
Meanwhile.
Alright, looks like I'm free.
Remember, kids, that's why you never push your best friend into stomach acid.
I'm gonna be real, the only category Inside Story lacks in is the content separate from the main story, which the whole series lacks in, not gonna lie. There's no real mini-games outside of the story ones, and there's no multiplayer, but I honestly don't really think it needs any of that. One thing I always found weird about these games is that there's just straight no post-game, like, at all. Like, the game just ends, and when you boot up the game again, it's back to the final save before the final boss. Like, that's just it. In terms of settings, you can do a mic test. I don't know why, but I would always scream into this as a kid for the fuck of it. There's standard stuff such as the map, info, gear, and specials. You know, pretty simple stuff here. Ooh! Outside of the main storyline, you can always just fight random NPCs to get your rank up to the max. You can test run all your special moves. There's the optional Shroobs boss battle, which is a sick callback and lore piece, but by the time you actually get around to doing that fight, you fucking steamroll them. You can work towards collecting all the badges and stat items, and you can play with the water on the touchscreen. Yeah, but obviously I'm leaving out the motherfucking boss battle gauntlet, with ramped up X versions of the various bosses throughout the game. These are fun as hell, and it gives you immediate access to any of the bosses throughout the game. Well, on the bros side anyway, they snuffed Bowser out of a gauntlet, which would have been sick. Like, imagine Dark Fawful X. That's a missed opportunity, to be honest. I'd say the gauntlet alone is enough bonus content for what it's worth, but with that being the only real big bonus thing, I will be giving the bonus content of Inside Story a 6 out of 10. Would have been an 8 if they gave Bowser a gauntlet.
Oh wait, the inside of the body melts all that. Yeah, there we go.
Man, if only we left through the mouth.
Fuck you, idiot.
Your mom's a cheap beach. Fucking got him. Bitch.
Well, at least my mom's not in jail.
Hey, shut up.
Yeah, low blow, sorry.
Your mom's a cheap beach. Now that the uvula is gone, I think the mouth is a no-go. We might be fucked.
Well, Isaac, it looks like we're down to our last option.
We know what we have to do.
What? Corson? Isaac? How did you guys get out of Bowser?
Want to do that again?
Yeah. Overall, Inside Story is one of my favorite Mario games of all time, easily top 5, and one of the best RPGs ever created. It's an outstanding title in the Mario and Luigi series. It's got everything from originality to hype tracks, and a very fun gameplay style in general. Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story will be getting a 10 out of 10 from me. Yeah, fuck you, I don't care if it doesn't add up, it's peak, 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10 motherfucker. You disagree? You rank this shit, make your own fucking video. What's that? You agree with me? Thanks. And that's about it for our review. This game is honestly one of my favorites of all time, not only in the Mario series, but in general as well. It's such an original concept for a Mario game. But yeah, I'm gonna hand this over to Isaac so we can close out the video.
Inside Story is a masterclass of a game, and will go down as not only my third favorite RPG of all time, but my second, or first, I don't fucking know, these two swap positions every week, Mario game of all time. 10 out of 10, no questions fucking asked. Our combined scores give Bowser's Inside Story a very unbiased score of 20 out of 10. It's true, and yeah, I really have no more to say beyond that.
Instead, I'm just gonna vanish, cause this shit is just void.